That round building. It looks like the TV station from your map.
Yeah. Come on. I don't know how I would have done all this.
Oh shit! What the fuck was that?
We're just
We ran into
gonna
a trap.
get the attention of the infected,
Explosive
so they rush these traps. Dina, of course, gets in the way. She likes to shoot them. Okay, that got one of the two, which is all we really need.
Okay.
And the alcohol. These two tend to drop resources more frequently than normal, so definitely worth checking them.
Where are you going? Hey, hold on a second.
Stop. Tripwire.
Thanks.
They're
You
all
don't
over.
actually have to
Probably for infected.
blow up that one as long as you're
Still.
careful.
One wrong step.
Yeah.
You can still get here. This safe only has a little bit of ammo in it.
Yeah.
May or may not
Yeah.
be worthwhile. Depends on how you're feeling. Because we have already picked up the shotgun, there will be shotgun ammo here. If we have not picked up the shotgun, there will only be rifle ammo.
Oh shit.
You can see 2 rifle rounds, 1 shotgun round. Not a lot. If you want to skip this, it's completely understandable. So to get through here, you do need to break a couple
really
of
got this area
these
covered.
tripwires.
Probably don't cut through here much with all this.
One trick
There's
here,
that silver lining.
you could just blind throw it. If the reticle is on the tripwire directly, you can just blind throw it.
Smart.
Or you can try aiming.
That works.
Yeah. I've seen Joel do this.
Another thing you can do is you can tap L2. If you're generally aiming at the explosive, you can just tap L2 and it will automatically lock on to the tripwire.
There's a TV station.
You can see how the reticle is just sort of slewing its way to the oh, see, now that time it didn't lock on, right? We weren't close enough to it. And that time it did.
Fuck.
It's brutal. Tommy do this?
Let's get inside.
It is sometimes the case that you'll be nearly full on alcohol right here. It's not the case right now, but if, let's say, I had 2.5 or 2 3/4 alcohol, just be aware that taking 3/4 of alcohol here, it'll fill you up to 3, but you'll lose the difference. So if you have the room to craft something, that would be a good time to craft it.
Be careful.
The axe is a useful melee weapon to have for later, so we take that too. Now, when you immediately hop in here, the game wants you to spend a lot of time looking up at the corpses, and so it forces you to kind of walk slowly. I'm dodging here just to move faster, otherwise we're stuck walking in a very slow spot. Now, after we do the cutscene with Leia, who's upstairs, 5 WLF are going to come walking through this door.
This just happened.
I don't recommend you actually fight them. The easiest way to deal with them, just leave a trap mine right there. Now you'll notice I have positioned it right here in this loop. I just use that as a kind of arbitrary reference point. The thing you have to be careful of here is you don't want to put the trap mine right up against the door. If you do that, when they open the door, it despawns and you won't kill any of them. You'll just lose your trap mine. So doing this, it will kill all but one. The one that it won't kill, though, is a melee guy, so you can dispose of that one fairly easily.
We have to search all of it. I want to find Leah.
Just...
We're full on rags at the moment, so we can't pick that up. Now, if you had skipped the shotgun at the bank, this would be the place where you pick up the shotgun for real. Since we already picked it up, we just get 1 extra bullet. Now, just as was the case with the bank, when you pick up the shotgun for the first time, if you leave that place and then come back, you'll get an extra round spawning. In this case, you have to pick up the shotgun, go upstairs, trigger the cutscene with Leia, then come back down to pick this one up. But because we picked up the shotgun in the bank already, you won't get an extra round after the cutscene.
What is that?
If you picked up the magazine in the bookstore, there won't be a magazine here, but since we snuck past, we get that same magazine that's in the bookstore. It appears here, and that will unlock craft silencers, faster prone. Neither of these is necessary for what I'm going to do in the tunnels section to come, but I do find it makes your life slightly easier, so I like doing that. Alright, so we have finished the cutscene. If you just picked up the shotgun here, don't forget to go down and get the extra round.
Pissed we couldn't talk to her.
As soon as we jump down here, we're going to spawn in the WLF. I'm simply going to go through this, and then we'll go back and explain some of the nuances and some of the alternatives.
You want to find somewhere to hole up? Look over Leah's stuff?
For sure.
So,
Let's head deeper.
drop down here. If we go over here, you can see there goes the trap mine, and we have blown up all but the melee guy. Now, you could, in theory, simply run past the melee guy, but I actually find it makes it safer for the run out. It makes it easier to avoid damage if you actually kill this guy before you run out into the hallway. He's standing out in the hallway right now. He'll come in here eventually. I'm deliberately not running into the hallway because I don't want to spawn in the next group of enemies yet. I'm keeping them separate, partly just to distinguish them, to show you. There he is.
Got you.
He has a tendency to go run and hide instead of attacking us directly. Oh, there he is. Oh. Now,
Please.
Two things happened here that are worth talking about. One, notice that I threw the brick at him,
standing?
but it had no effect.
I don't
The
think so.
reason it didn't work is because Dina happened to shoot and stun
hear
him
more.
immediately
This way.
before I bricked
Come
him.
on.
So my brick had no effect. He came out of the stun, and I just had to fight him in the ordinary way. Now, that wasn't a big deal. The second thing you'll notice is after I hit him for the first time, he went into that begging animation. Frankly, I find that kind of annoying because it's just a time waste, but you should understand when it happens. It happens when this is the last person and you get them down below half health. In those circumstances, there's a chance, it doesn't always happen, but there's a chance that they'll go into this begging animation. You'll be forced to stand around for a few seconds waiting for the game to let you kill them. Before we go out, I am going to pick up a brick, and I'm going to simply demonstrate what I'm doing here, and then I'll go back and we'll look at it in more detail. So we're trotting out here, firing a shot, then I'm running around this side. And I'm going here to sort of get behind, and we're here, and now we can just run out. And there's no need to stop. Run.
Nina, we gotta run!
Trespassers over there! Are they with the guards? I don't fucking know, just shoot them!
Just take the shortest path here.
Dead ahead!
Right. So taking the final shot there is kind of rare. Not a lot you can do about it. It's just RNG. Once we run out here, we are going to trigger the different people. And to explain my strategies for running out of here, I first need to show you where the different enemies are. And the main ones that are likely to do some damage to you are the ones that are going to be up on the top.
Oh shit! There!
I'm going into photo mode so we can see them without getting shot. So there should be two up here. There's one right there, and there's one right there. Now, the shortest path, obviously, is to go on this left side. The drawback here is that that gives both of these a good shot at you. They have a nice clear path to the door, and so as we run out, it's highly likely that I'm going to get shot here. See? I got shot right there. Now, these that are behind this gate, you don't actually have to worry about them at all. We can actually hang out here.
Here, look! Ellie! Through this window! Come on! This way!
Yeah, you see, there's just three of them. They're just standing there waiting to shoot if we go out. But that's a locked
Over
gate.
here, come on!
They're not coming through. Because these first two are coming from the right, one way we can minimize the chance of damage is to come in here and shoot and then start running. Now, what shooting there does is it tends to freeze them on the right side. So when we're running around the right side also, you're running underneath them and they don't have a good shot at you.
Down there!
All right, now you'll see when I shot, you can see they are running around the right side here. That is why this run through strat works, right? Because we're not going to run on this side. We're going to run around underneath them. Let's say you don't have much ammo, you don't want to waste it. You can also try doing this. We run out to here and we jog,
Fire! Let's go!
and then we run again,
There!
and then head right.
Got them!
That is also a way that makes it less likely, if you get the timing right, you'll get shot, and it doesn't actually use any ammo there. So we have gone through this cutscene, and we're about to get people coming in. We haven't set a trap mine.
Guess we couldn't talk to her.
So we have to work our way past 5 people.
Get down.
This is potentially quite dangerous. They have rifles and shotguns.
Scars killed him.
Spread out.
One way to do it is to drop down and run. Now, for this to work, you have to wait until people turn away. The woman there that we're looking at is the key one. Now, she's turned away now, but she's going to turn back.
Make sure the building's
And we have to
clear
wait
first.
for her to turn away.
Them up there.
What the fuck's cutting them down?
Okay.
What do we do now? Go!
She's facing us still. Okay, now finally. So now we're going to be spotted, but we're going to try to just run.
Right here!
Yes, we're going to take some damage, but we're just running out.
Oh, shit! There!
It's them! We've got them!
And just go. So this time we're going to see what happens if we try to fight them. We don't have the trap mine set,
Guess we couldn't talk to her.
and we're not going to run our way out. You'll notice that they all kind of group up here
They're all dead. Fucking
in
scars killed
this.
them.
We did not get a good shot on them. So we'll try again. Okay. There's one. This is our friend, the hammer guy. He doesn't have a gun, so we can just wait for him to run upstairs. He's just sitting downstairs. He'll eventually make his way upstairs. You typically miss him on either the molly throw or the trap mine because he hangs back from the others. Alright. And that should be everybody.
And he's still standing.
Christ. They're all dead. Fucking scars killed them.
Spread out.
Now, notice the molly itself caught several of them on fire, but it didn't actually wind up killing them all immediately. However, it did catch them on fire. So by shooting them when they're on fire, they lose the ability to put out the flames, and then they can die that way.
Fan out. Fire, quick.
They can come from either side here. Oh, there's one. He's going the wrong way. So he's the hammer guy. Not all that much of a threat.
Right in here!
Alright. Is that it? Oh, apparently I didn't kill as many as I thought. Thought I'd killed 3.
Get them from the side!
Oh, I didn't kill any of them.
On your left!
Wait, how? Oh, how did he show up there? See, this is the bad situation, right? Because I'm completely exposed here. Staying in one place is a good way to get yourself Now, if you have to fight these guys like this,
And he's still
notice
standing?
the technique that I was using. I was going
I don't
up,
think so.
shooting, and down immediately. If you stand up for too long,
I hear more.
you will get shot.
You want to find somewhere to hole up? Look over Leah's stuff?
For sure. Let's head deeper into downtown. Can find a building to secure.
So, if you are playing the game for long enough, you might find a situation like this. It starts with the cutscene moths appearing in normal gameplay, and then you get this disco ball effect. It continues even when you are paused. When you see this, if you are not in an encounter, it is a good idea to quit to the main menu and restart the game entirely. The longer you play this game, the more chances there are for some kind of weird game crashing bug. And resetting the game to the beginning definitely is one way of minimizing the chances of that occurring. I recommend that you completely close out the game before you start a new playthrough. So leave and completely close it and then restart the game. Also, it should go without saying, but don't do that when you're in an encounter. If that starts to happen and you're in the middle of the encounter, you're just going to have to try to get through that encounter as best you can, and then restart things when you're safe. And when we continue, we should no longer have the disco effect.